Hi. So I've been recording this deep, heartfelt message and update about my life for about the past 10 minutes, and I found out when I took my headphones off and put them off, I hit the spacebar and canceled the recording and continued to talk for about 20 more minutes, and none of it was recorded. So let's give this another try. You might be wondering why I look like absolute dog water right now. That's because I just woke up. I'm freaking tired. Also, if everything looks in chaos in the background, as it always have, today's excuse is I'm now moving. In about 2 weeks, I'll be in a new place. It's taking some time because we're doing some rehab, tearing carpets out, putting them back in, painting walls. We got a moldy wall with water damage we're taking out, a door we're taking out and replacing. We're replacing toilets. So it's taking time, but the new place is going to be great. My family owns this one, so that's going to be nice. I'm actually building a studio in the new room. It's going to have like green screen, lights everywhere. I'm getting an electric standing desk. So it's quite expensive, but it'll be worth it because it's going to be nice. This studio is going to be very helpful, especially because in my own personal stuff I do, my hobbies, content creation, animation, videos here on the second channel requires a studio workspace, an editing space. And for the work I do, I'm a part-time editor and I work part-time at a lending company. And then I help run my dad's company. All of that involves content creation because the lending company, we do info products, advertisements, stuff like that, training videos. My dad's stuff is like 90% video. The rest is audio. And my stuff is video. So the studio is going to help me with all the work I do. It's going to be really nice. And of course, it's going to be RGB synthwave theme with neon lights and shit everywhere. It's basically going to be one giant glowing gay pride flag. I'm not gay, but I do think that RGB and synthwave especially is cool. And you probably already know this though, judging by the branding of my channel. Now you might be wondering why this new mic, which hopefully doesn't sound like shit because I haven't been able to get it to sound nice. Yes, if you notice it glows, it looks very nice, doesn't it? Why am I holding it here at the side of my face instead of talking into it? Because if I talk into it and I say puh puh puh, then it does this because I don't have a pop sheet. You may need to see I'm currently waving it in front of my face like a dildo, but don't worry, I'm going to have a mic arm soon. I'm getting 2 monitor arms, standing electric desk, and I'm going to turn that into a standing PC. I'm going to learn how to build and do that. It's going to be fun, but that's not the main point of this video. There is going to be a new studio and all that's going to be nice, but I'm primarily giving an update or informing people who weren't aware of what's been going on with me health-wise. I've had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of which I can't talk about and I won't talk about here on YouTube publicly, but what I will say with my own personal health, I'm okay talking about, and that is to do with my back. A lot of you may know I have back issues. I'm not one who likes to complain and vent about my own mental stuff, my physical stuff. I don't like to be a victim. I don't seek sympathy from people online about physical or mental things. But 1, it would make good content, and 2, it is a big part of my life, and since this channel is kind of turned into like a vlog style channel, I think it's okay for me to talk about this. And also, a lot of people are curious, so I will explain it here so I don't have to explain it again in full detail. So this back injury I have, after a year and a half of having it, of being in constant pain and agony, like it's not, so many doctors couldn't give this over the head, that it's not, oh, I lean over this way and it hurts, or I run and it hurts. It's constant. The pain level is constant. It'll go up, it'll go down, not 0, but it'll go down briefly and then it'll go up, and it's very slow. It's not fun to put it lightly. It was so bad the first few months that a couple times my body went into shock. So basically it was me bawling and I was shaking and all that. It was just not a fun time. Now, right now, it doesn't look like I'm in pain because it's been a year and a half. I've got used to it. Once you have a knife in your back, it's like, ah, and you're screaming all the time about it. After a year and a half, you mentally tune the knife out. It still hurts. It still sucks. It still subconsciously makes everything miserable, but you can work around it and you can overcome it. That's what I've been doing. I've been overcoming and dealing with my pain management because online, at least, I don't really tell people exactly how bad it is. When I go to my work, everyone's like, yes, James, we need you here, you and your youthful energy. It's like, on the inside of my head, every time it's like, there's no youthful energy. I wake up every day and I'm in severe pain. I'm not even exaggerating this. When I wake up, I open my eyes, right? There's severe pain. I was like, do I want to get out of bed? What's the point even? I'm just going to hurt all the time. I could win the lottery and get the hottest girlfriend in the world, a synthwave girlfriend, in fact. And it wouldn't mean anything because I'm miserable all the time due to this pain. And then I'm just like, fuck. And I just get up anyway because I'm a stubborn bastard and I can't allow myself to be depressed. I don't like how often people throw around the word depressed. They throw it out there and it's like they brag about it. Sometimes like, yeah, I'm depressed for no reason. And people are sad over a completely normal thing and they claim they have clinical depression. I don't want to claim I have that either. I'm not diagnosed, but to a point, I'm pretty sure I have had quote unquote depression. But in my mind, depression is if you choose to stay there. It's if you accept that you're sad and miserable and you don't do anything about it. Me, I am sad and miserable because of this pain. Everything I do is miserable. miserable. It sucks when I close a deal at work and get a commission, or I get a really nice edit done. That's nice, but it's always poisoned to a point by that constant pain in the back of my head and the mental fatigue it causes. But I work through it anyway, because for me, accepting defeat is just an option. Maybe it's personal pride, maybe it's ego, I don't know, but whatever it is, it's caused me, regardless, despite this injury, to be more fitter than I ever have been. I'm making more money than I ever have been. I'm smarter than I ever have been. I'm more personally outgoing. I'm mentally stronger than I ever have been, despite this obstacle. So I'm just excited because if or when I finally can overcome this health problem and I'm not in constant agony, without this massive weight on my back, I'm going to be able to go at 10 times the speed I normally will have. Anyways, I kind of went off point on what the actual condition is. After a year and a half of having this, I finally got a diagnosis of reverse scoliosis and messed up spinal curvature. There's not a specific condition for it, or at least I haven't found the terminology yet. But basically, I'll illustrate it for you. On the left side of your screen is a rudimentary, and I'm not good. I don't know exactly how the human spine looks at, so bear with me. But this is generally how it's supposed to look. And on the right side is how mine looks. As you can see, there's no curve in the upper back. It's completely flat. All that distance of the curve is being crushed down in that same space, but completely flat. So it's crushing down on my lower back. So my lower back is poofing out in basically slow motion exploding. That's why I have a couple bulge discs, which what we recently thought was the problem. And it's also rotated, so it's pushing out a bunch of muscle and nerve, and that is what has been causing me the most pain. That is what causes me the 24/7 agony that's been there all the time. I've been through a year and a half of trying everything under the sun. I've done acupuncture. I've had massages from these Asian parlors that take their knuckles and they rip into your back as if they're trying to fucking assassinate you and tear your nerves out with their bare hands. And I'm almost sitting there in tears. I'm like, oh, stop. And there's just, it's like their knuckles are daggers and they just rip into there. I've had acupuncture where they put a shit ton of needles. I did that like 5 times, no results. I've tried chiropractic. I've seen countless different doctors. I've seen nerve doctors. I've seen spine doctors. Everything in the book. Another few honorable mentions I forgot to bring up is Kenalog shots. I've had countless stem cell injections, blood platelets, antibiotics, steroids, and just a whole bunch of other injections that I don't even remember what they're called. Also, countless pills and medications, and nothing has worked. I've had people say, oh, you're perfectly fine, just growing pains. Go fuck off and go swim. You'll be fine in a few months. It's no big deal. I've had people say, oh, well, I tried popping your back and it didn't work, so you should sign up for my $5,000 a month pain subscription program where you just pop pills and remain in agony for the rest of your existence. I've had some people say, when you're 18, just get addicted to opioids. See ya. And right now, even the people who finally have given me a diagnosis and they know what the problem is, and this is a problem, I'm confident on it, they even say that they don't think they can fix it. So we're currently taking blind shots in the dark, waiting a week to a month for appointments that so far have given me no results as the condition is slowly getting worse. My pain level is slowly rising. My mental state is slowly declining. I've had short-term memory loss, or I'll be talking with someone and I'll forget what I was talking about or who I'm talking to about 5 times in a 12-minute conversation. It's been getting bad. And fortunately, I'm self-aware, so I'm able to get around these to a point. For example, one thing of having constant pain is you're much prone to be very angry and want to get violent immediately. So far, I've been able to get around that completely because of being self-aware, but still it absolutely fucking sucks all the time when you have no patience. Every time you go to work, they're like, James, and your youthful energy, you're young, you have the energy. It's like, no, I don't have the energy. Every single morning I wake up and I'm just, fuck. There's no energy at all. There's nothing. I feel miserable all the time, but I push forward regardless. So yes, this has been me venting, but also kind of updating on the situation. So I'm going to be moving. I'm going to be trying to get more editing clients. I have been trying, actually. I've been sending probably 6 to a dozen emails to different creators a day. Oh, speaking of which, if you need a video editor or want to commission someone to do some digital art like what you're seeing on the screen, contact this email here. If you go down on my social media, any of my social medias, my portfolio will be there if you want to see my stuff and hire me for any graphic design or video editing. On top of that, I'm working at the lending company. I've been doing pretty good there, working on closing some loan deals. And also I've been trying to start my own wholesaling real estate business. That's been interesting. Lots of money in, no profits yet because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm still working on that. So I have a lot of ambitions, a lot of goals, and I've been busy as hell. This is the busiest point in my life, along with a lot of other stuff that I can't talk about has been going on. But I am going to be getting back into the groove at some point, making content again and making good content at that. It's been difficult because in edit for my current client that I'm working with, it's a gaming video. I get 20 minutes to an hour of footage. That takes me usually 4 to 6 hours a pop to edit. Originally, I thought, yeah, this is about probably 2 to 4 hours, but then I actually put a timer on, and the entire time it takes 4 to 6 hours a pop. So I've been busy, and that's not including the lending company job I have, trying to run my own business, working for my dad, and trying to be here and make stuff on YouTube. I've been hella busy for a 17-year-old, but I still am doing my best to make time. I'm also trying to get back into fitness. I haven't been able to work out for a while because of my health, obviously, and I hate that because for me, working out is my main outlet. Working out in martial arts, those were my main outlets for my anger and the pain it causes. It was something I was able to channel all this anger and agony into, was working out, which is a positive thing to channel it into, because working out, it keeps you physically healthy, it keeps your hormones balanced, more testosterone, dopamine counts better, just everything about working out. There's only positives working out. And I will tell you from a personal experience, if it weren't for working out in martial arts, I probably wouldn't even have the confidence to look at the camera and talk to it like I am right now. I would probably still be a shy little bitch who couldn't look anyone in the eye and who drew FNAF characters and listened to edgy FNAF songs all the time and was super shy and couldn't actually talk or confront anyone. Now, if anything, I'm overconfident. Anyways, I'm done with this little rant. Tell me how you guys are doing in the comments. I'm always down to talk. I also have a Discord server. I've been wanting to talk with people and hang out there more. If you do art, animation, video editing, any kind of content, we have channels where you can share there to show other people and get feedback on that. We host events and stuff there. So we have a lot of fun in that Discord server. Follow me on all the socials. I post my art and funny shit up there. Thank you guys for listening to this pointless video. Hopefully I'll be in the new place soon, and I do plan on doing a video of the building process of it and before and afters and all that, so it'll be fun. And as you guys have a good day, like, subscribe, and join my membership on the main channel or my Patreon so that I can pay to bail my brother out of